Dude, no hearts drop in the wild. I'm still kind of on that. Yes, I would like to enter the Twilight. Yes.
Is this when you turn from bad boy to good boy?
This is when I turn arguably from good boy to bad boy.
No, the dog's a good boy. Link's a bad boy.
Oh, well, in that case,
Link's
yes.
a bad boy.
This is when I turn from bad boy to good boy. Am I going to turn into a wolf?
Wow, that was so fast. Wow, that must have been really jarring.
That's a good boy.
That's what I'm saying. He's the good boy.
Oh, how lovely. The black clouds of Twilight are so refreshing today. I feel so much at ease.
I definitely prefer you more when I can ride you. Let's go.
You could always do it.
That's fucking weird.
It won't be weird by the end of the game.
Oh, man.
Hey, do you remember that thing?
Yeah, it's a stick.
Yeah,
It's a boken staff.
More like, it's my friend.
Oh.
And my
I will
friend.
kill everyone.
I've summoned the gods. I've summoned the gods. I've summoned the gods.
I've done it. I've done it. They're coming it out.
You've learned the youth's scent. See, isn't being a wolf more convenient? I use X to hone your senses. You've begun to reawaken as a wolf, I think. Beep. Boom. So we can follow this. Beep. Die.
You can follow the fart clouds
Yes, correct.
to the
They've been-
babies.
They've been farting up a storm all over Hyrule, and it's gonna help me save their lives.
Thank God.
Like, oh God, oh jeez. But yeah, so it's like, it's like sometime before the game, Link like drew these kids aside and was like, listen, if you guys ever get kidnapped, fart as much as humanly possible, and I will save you.
It is a plot that works on two fronts. One, I will be able to find you. Two, the captors will be mildly annoyed.
Call the portal. Yep. Sorry if you guys. I don't know. You want me to stop being so like? I mean, I care about the plot relevant things that they're saying, but I know all the stuff about going through the portals. Basically, all she just said to me.
If it's just like game mechanics stuff, then
Yeah,
whatever.
I don't skip important stuff, but basically, if you're like, oh, I wanted to understand what's happening, well, I'm gonna give you a brief crash course on what's happening. So basically, there was a bridge out over there, and I saw this bridge earlier over here, and Minna was like, you see those portals in the sky? We can travel around in those things, and we can take objects from there. So there was a missing bridge in one place and an existing bridge in another place. And so we are utilizing this bridge through this portal to go to the other portal over here. You see how it works, folks? That's just science.
Kakariko.
Beep. Yeah!
Oh, are you okay? Something wrong?
She's lifting a bridge, man. That's hard. So that's important because that's gonna happen a couple times, but it's not actually like plot important.
It seemed like the lifting of the bridge was really easy for her. Just everything before that was difficult. She like, if she was struggling while she was lifting it, that's one thing, but she struggled just to fucking raise her arms.
That's true. That's true.
Unlike Link, who can raise one arm and catch a fish.
That just defies like, because that means like he
It's
would have
literally
to.
the most alpha thing I could possibly think of. I can't possibly think of something else. Like,
I just don't understand how that catches the fish though, because it's not like
no, it's after they've already bitten it.
Yeah, I understand that, but like, so here's the thing: it's not like he yanks the arm up and immediately the fish comes out. It's that he yanks the arm up and slowly the fish rises.
The fish struggles and it gets pulled in the opposite direction.
Okay, and we're back.
Yeah.
I wonder. You should keep like a tally for how many times like between the things where like we'll go get coffee or something like that, or when I'm like saying, or when we're off screen, that I just say I love doing this, because like after I just said it, I was like, I say that like every single time we stop.
Yeah. It's fun now.
It makes me happy.
Yeah.
Oh. Here I was thinking I'd have to do something. Huh.
You know, Link strikes me as a real gentleman.
Yeah.
You know, like I figure there, like, for example, I figure there isn't, or at least there aren't many, gentlemanly ways to ask for nudes. But if there are, Link would utilize them.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm in the midst of a perilous quest to save our kingdom. And recognizing fully that you have the right to deny me, I would let you know that it would offer me great respite to see some of those titties right now.
Excuse me, my fair maiden. I just have but one request. I am at your will, obviously. Like, you can say no.
Obviously. That's what I'm gonna name my son.
Obvious. Middle name Lee. Obviously. My fair maiden, I just had but one request. You are my queen.
Yes.
And I would just be wondering if I could have photographs depicting your naked figure. For my own enjoyment.
To the hero who was transformed into a blue-eyed beast in the realm of shadows and twilight.
If this does not please you, I'll accept pictures of the knees.
This way.
If you could just send me bare knee, I'll fucking go crazy.
I'll turn into a wolf.
Yeah. Or back into a bad boy, depending on what form I'm in when I see them.
I am the spirit of light. Hero chosen by the gods. Look for my light. Gather the light stolen by the shadows into this great
Into
vessel.
this. Excuse me. I've given you a vessel of light. Excuse me. I cannot seem to find where I have parked my Dodge Durango. I think I left the lights on and I cannot find it.
Sets of darkness.
A day of darkness indeed.
They are the form taken by the evil.
I hope no one
that
smashed the
attached
windows of my
itself
Dodge Durango.
to my scattered light. In this shadowy twilight, the shadow insects are invisible, much as the people from your light world are.
I left a half-eaten hot dog in there from Wawa.
With the last of my power, let me mark your map with the locations of the tears that have turned into shadow insects.
Oh, this is quite the predicament.
But be careful. The darkness now hunts you. Excellent.
Obviously.
Obviously. That's what I'm gonna name my firstborn son.
Oh, man.
Obviously. Shit. Ah! Ah!
General store. Would you like some pickles?
Whoa! Stop, stop, stop. Hey, you. Stop! Thank you.
Wong. That's like that fucking god-awful noise of, like, you know those door stops that, like, if you
Yes.
pull them back, they make that fucking springy noise?
Yeah, there are some in this room.
That literally is my least favorite noise that exists. Oh, I hate that so much.
I'll never make it then.
They're so loud, and
I just wanted to let you know that the potential exists for me to make it.
Because, like, I hate noises that happen because you did something wrong, and it's just a really loud reminder that
like
you
jarring,
that
yeah.
you fucked up.
Yeah, I know what you
Because
mean.
I only ever hear that noise when I accidentally kick it with my foot. So it's like, I fucked up, and now it's loud. Shit.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
It's very similar with a lot of video games too.
Pepperoni!
Yeah. What about it?
I don't know, when he's like flopping around like this, like his picture's like
Pepperoni. Bacon strips. Bacon. Yeah. I've eaten a pepperoni stick before. You know this.
I do know this.
Yeah. By the way, only reason that no one dared me to do it, I did it of my own volition, because on the front of pepperoni, it's a treat for dogs.
Yes.
On the front, it says 100% beef. So I read that, and I thought to myself,
I eat beef.
if it's 100% beef, then there's nothing in here that should be bad for me at all. And I was right. It tasted like a very shitty Slim Jim. So it was very much edible, and honestly not
Why can
bad,
this happen?
but it's a really shitty Slim Jim is what it tasted like.
Why can this happen? Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah, so you can get a...
Yellow ruby.
You just fucked up these people's... Oh, those spider webs.
These
No
people are gone, no one cares.
Yeah, no one gives a shit.
Excuse me, sir.
Dun.
Ah!
Oh, shit. Game over. And thus the Twilight persisted always.
The chosen hero was slain by a noble bookshelf.
By a wardrobe.
Stick. And fire.
Who was the person
Fire
who was the person who was like, was it you that was like, that didn't know that The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe was the third book?
No, that was not me. I really like the Chronicles of Narnia. That was,
Okay.
I think
I remember talking to somebody and I was like, they were like, how'd they fuck up by making The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which is pretty good. And then they made like the other two, which like aren't as good. And I'm like, they fucked up when they started with the third fucking book as the movie.
Yeah.
And then they were like, what? It's the third book? And I'm like, yeah, it's not even the first fucking book.
Who was that?
It might have been Ryan.
Was it?
Yeah. Is it? Well, the only people in the room.
Yeah,
Where?
it was Gabe and Ryan.
Yeah.
And like Prince Caspian's like the 6th.
Yeah, no, yeah, they don't even go in order. It's not even like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It's like literally Wardrobe is the 3rd, then Prince Caspian's like the 6th or something.
Yeah,
They just really did. They just really picked the books that had the biggest like marketability.
did the same thing twice. You know, I shit on you a lot for doing the same thing twice in Jack, but I guess I did the same thing twice.
I don't know. Like honestly, like thinking back on it, I literally do a really shitty Jack playthrough. Not commentary wise, but maybe that as well. But that's not what I'm talking about. But
That's for you to judge, noble viewers.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
I'm saying-
Smack
but
the
it- but
fuck
it's
out
like-
of that subscribe button.
I've played the game like 5 times, so I just tried to get through everything really quickly, which made me play super sloppily, which means I didn't think about anything I was doing, and I just kept fucking up the same thing by trying to do the cheap, fast way of doing everything.
I'm paying much less attention to this game than I usually do when I play it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this dumb little map that's on my... I hate this thing. Okay, so I can go... I like how it makes the noise in the screen. So you guys are going to be able to hear that, I think, but you won't know what I'm doing. So there's one in the house over here. I'm going to take damage.
What are you looking for again?
Twilight insects.
Oh, you're doing that old chestnut.
Yeah.
Is this for another dungeon?
This is for another... So you remember what happens when I get all the Tears of Light?
I don't.
The region gets uncovered.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you succeed and you fix the place.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what I'm doing right now. I'm uncovering this place in Twilight so that it can return to the light world.
All right. It's nice of you.
Yeah, I don't have to or anything.
Yeah. It's
I'm
like
choosing.
Destiny calls you.
Despacito is calling me. Despacito the movie. I think that's one of my favorite memes I think I've ever seen. Actually,
I really like the one where it's like Despacito 2, Kanye West, Elon Musk.
Yeah, oh.
Suicide rate drops to 0.
that was supposed to happen. But yeah, then there's the one I like a lot where it was like, oh yeah, I sent it in chat. It was
Was it
like
Kendrick one?
No.
Oh.
It was like, Thanos drops Despacito 2, and the quote is like, I don't see why it hadn't already been done.
I don't see why it hadn't already been done.
How do I get out of here?
Oh my god.
Is it here? There's a thing. Ugh. If you're done with your errand, then yes, I am. Thank you. I'm saving one specific one for last because there's a nice little cutscene.
Infinity War was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. I know. I haven't yet talked on screen about anything that you've seen in regards to my love for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but it is very real. Yeah, and I think it was pretty good. Only because it was the hero's journey of the antagonist, which like I don't think I've seen at all. Maybe it's been done before, but like at least I don't recall.
I'd be willing to bet it's done before, but
Yeah, for sure. But it was like something like literally the main character was the antagonist.
Yeah, it was very human.
and it was his arc and his hero's journey as the antagonist, which was
Yeah.
like so new, at least in that series.
Which is kind of interesting too, because I like it when there are things that happen in stories. Note that that's just flammable. Just like remember that.
Okay.
I like it when there are things that happen in stories where it's like humanizing of the protagonist, because like everyone, like in realism, everyone's kind of a protagonist in their own story. You know what I mean? It's like if someone's the villain of a story, you think logically like they view themselves as a protagonist, and I mean clearly that happens in Infinity War. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That made me think of like two different. I hope. Okay, go on.
No, what were you thinking of?
Well, no, that just reminded me of like there was like a. So like Elon Musk on Twitter, tends to like tends to feed the trolls a little bit. When people shit on him, he responds for some reason. So
I just set a building on fire.
yeah, you did. So there was like someone who like made a tweet about like
What am I supposed to do here again?
the tweet said something along the lines of, all right, so you know how villains in movies, the reason they become villains is because something happens to them, like, you know, like their family dies, or they failed to live up to their dreams or something, and they go to villainy. I'm afraid that Elon Musk is going to become a villain because people say he has a tiny dick.
I love seeing those things though, where like, so someone will like, I forget what it was, where some of Elon's tweets really make me happy. Like, just like they make me laugh a lot. There was this one where I think it was something like, I think it was NASA. Whoa, it was NASA or something like that, and they were like, launch of Falcon Heavy. Like the launch of the Falcon Heavy, its date is speculative. Projections place it at late 2018 to early 2019 at best. And then Elon just replies to them, Falcon Heavy will launch in April. Like it's just like, I just love. I think it's hilarious when he does stuff like that. Like,
and that's why he does it too.
Yeah, because it's like it's so like. It's like such like the big dick move, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like why he does it.
Yeah, he has that persona.
The other thing that it reminded me of earlier is when you were like, we were like everyone's the protagonist in their own story thing.
Yeah.
There's a Chris D'Elia bit where he's like everyone's a side character in someone else's story.
Which is Drizzle.
Yeah, which is like, because he was like, everyone's walking around like they're, yeah, look, I'm Denzel Washington. It's like, none of you are fucking Denzel Washington. None of you are fucking Denzel Washington. You're all the side character in Denzel's story, is what you are.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's it. He's funny. I like him a lot.
Yeah, I definitely, I like him. I also understand people who don't like him.
Yeah,
because it can come as his people can be like, oh, it's just like, you know, it's just like, it's not like mature comedy, you know, it's not like mature, and like, I don't know, I enjoy it. I think it's funny.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah.
But yeah.